So I'm guessing that most of you didn't know that I used to be part of a gospel choir when I was younger. I did. I sang in a lot of choirs. I started the choir maybe when I was 9, but when I was in college, it was my first kind of full-on, gospel choir experience. And for the most part, it was fun. We used to sing at churches, at other universities, and we even used to do this conference once a year. There's one conference in particular that sticks out in my mind. I shouldn't be laughing already. We went to Atlanta. So, going to Atlanta, we had to take a bus from my college to Atlanta, Georgia, which was a long time. I just remember we started out at night, and when we woke up in the morning, we still weren't there. So, about over 12 to 14 hours, give or take. So, as soon as we got to our hotel, this is where the fun begins. We were told that another university in the city had asked us to come to an event that they were holding at their school and sing. And we were just like, yeah, sure, we will do that. The conference hadn't started yet, so we literally got off the bus, changed our clothes, got back on the bus, and headed toward the school. We get there, they show us where we're going to be singing, and this is where the problem starts. They did not tell us how small of a space that we would be singing in. We were a pretty large choir, already 5 rows deep, and there was absolutely no way that everybody was going to be jammed up there. So we turned into 7 rows deep. Our director had to stand on a chair so everybody could see him, and we just made it work. By the time it was our turn to take the stage, I don't know if any of you have ever been on a stage, but lights make this stage increasingly hot. And we were like the 3rd or 4th group to take these, I say stage, it was literally just a pulpit. And it was extremely, extremely warm. So many bodies crammed together just made it worse, and we are sweating. This is when problems start coming out. So remember that 12 to 14 hour drive I told you about at the beginning? It seems that people had decided that they weren't going to eat at all. So we get off of the stage and somebody starts to feel faint because they haven't eaten all day, they hadn't eaten since the night before, and water just is not going to cut it. So because they're feeling faint, we have decided that it is time for us to get up and go. So as we are leaving, another person who has not eaten all day passes out as we're walking to the bus. But the thing is, it's not that she passed out, it's where she passed out. She literally passed out, fell down outside, hit her head on the sidewalk, basically cracking it, and she's now bleeding all over the curb. So we all get on the bus, and a couple people stay behind. An ambulance is called to take her away so that she is taken care of. While we were on the bus, one of our singers has a seizure because he did not take his medication because he has to take it with food. And guess what he didn't do? That's right, eat. So now we are being pulled off the bus because the paramedics who were here for a girl who hit her head on sidewalk are now on our bus taking care of a guy who's having a seizure, and really we can't go anywhere anyway. So we are all shipped back into the chapel, where they kind of sit us all down and make sure that the rest of us are okay before, I don't know, somebody just runs into a glass door and slits their wrist by accident because they haven't eaten. I don't know, that's terrible, I shouldn't have said that. So that's kind of how the trip started. Just to let you know that everything after that was absolutely fine. We had a fabulous time. We sang multiple times. at the conference, but even won first place in the large choir division. So all the rest of it was fine. It was just that the first day has been tattooed inside of my skull for the rest of my life. So yeah, choir's fun, guys. You should all join one. Bye!